Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Taisha, and on this channel I will be sharing faith-based content through my experiences on this Christian journey, since I was 13 when I first accepted him until now. So this week I will be talking about the reunion that happened in February of this year. In February I went to Jamaica for my cousin's wedding, and I remember being on the island not wanting to do a lot of things that I always do when I'm there. I remember just wanting to go to the beach, just wanting to eat, just doing other stuff that, yeah, I've always done those. But if you've watched my video from last week, you would have heard how much I partied when I usually go back to Jamaica. So usually it's the party scene, it's the club scene, different parishes on the island. I would be there, but this last time I didn't feel like doing any of that. And so I didn't disobey the feeling. I didn't go out of it. I just did what my soul felt, told me to do. And I came back. About a week or two later, everything switched to virtual learning for school. And it was kind of frustrating for me in that instant, because I'm like, what? How am I going to do my sciences? Like, how am I going to get my lab credits? Like, if I'm not going to be able to be physically at school, how am I going to do my labs? And, at that point, I started feeling very emotional about being set back, On top of that, I feel like around that period, like, all my close friends were just going through something of their own, and so they needed to take time for themselves. And so it left me feeling like I had to, just be by myself, without wanting to be by myself. I was just by myself by default. So I just feel like at that moment, being alone, I started to question God, like, why? Like, did I do something wrong? Or why don't I have anybody to talk to? Like, what's going on, And I remember also within that instant, when people are taking their time away, dealing with their own things. And guys, it is so necessary. Don't look at anybody funny, like, why are you doing that? Like, everybody deals with things differently, and that's a huge lesson for me as well this year, right? So anyways, during that alone time, I started praying more, and I started reading my Bible. I found solace in reading my Bible and praying. And I remember in April, my church sister in Jamaica, she reached out to me and she said, I'm forming this WhatsApp group, and I was wondering if you wanted to be a part of it. It's gonna be with new young people that are now in the church and the young people that were there, when you were there. And I'm like, what, that's an amazing idea. Let's go for it, sure. And when I tell you guys, that group has helped me so much on my Christian journey. Again, let me make reference back to my video last week when I spoke about having a village and a community. It is very important, when you have people around you who are on a similar path as you. It helps to foster your growth. So it was great. It was, good to have people on this journey with me who understand the changes that are going through my life, And I remember I said, what, God, you're funny, you funny, because you isolated me when I did not ask to be isolated. But God doesn't need permission when he's ready for you, number one, and he doesn't need your approval. So I was like, what, God, I reached a point in my faith when I say, what, God, thank you for thinking of me when I wasn't thinking of you. you know, like I was doing the bare minimum when it came on to my faith, you know. But thank you for thinking of me. You know, I remember also while doing Zoom meetings and, like, you know, sharing experiences with the group, I've been so touched and inspired that I started sharing my experiences on social media. And, you know, it just felt awesome to share what I have learned by, you know, reading by myself or just in my groups, interacting, just sharing what I've learned. And so, you know, this new shift and this new change, I couldn't understand it at first, but I am so grateful that he chose me. Of all persons, you know, he chose me to put on this path to being with him and to, you know, just use me in a way I never thought I could be used. And so I just wanted to share with you guys, you know, it doesn't matter how you have fallen off the train, or it doesn't matter, you know, what it is that's going on. When God is ready for you, there is no going back. Like, a part of me feel like God was just like, you know what, girl, I'm tired of chasing you. Okay, you can't run to begin with, and the little runs that you try, you don't realize that the more you run, the harder I get. When are you gonna give in? You know, he was just tired of chasing me, I feel like, you know. So he pulled me back in, and I am so grateful to be back a part of the fold. You know, that lost sheep that came back to the fold, that's how I feel. Thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Give this video a thumbs up. Drop a comment if you feel like there's anything you want to share. And, you know, let us keep this going. Thank you so much for watching. I will be sharing videos every single Wednesday. So turn that notification bell on so you can get notified when I drop a video. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you next time.